Diversity in Living Organism, Class 9, Session 2. In this session, we will study about the various phylum of kingdom Animalia. Porifera. This is the first phylum that we will be studying. So, it is mostly marine, vase-like or cylindrical in shape. About symmetry, mostly it is radial symmetry, but sometimes it may be asymmetrical. They are mostly all non-motile, that is, they do not move from one place to another. Locomotion is not observed in this class. They have cellular level of organization, that is, the cells are not organized into specific tissue to perform a specific function. Body is perforated by numerous holes, and these holes are called ostia, and these ostia leads into canal system. It has a large opening at the top, and this opening is called osculum. The current of water enters through ostia and after passing through various canals enters spongiocele and finally leaves through osculum. This mechanism of the movement of water helps in providing the sponges, that is the poriferan, nutrition, and also it helps in excretion of waste. All have hard outside layer, and this is called spicules. Reproduction in Porifera is both sexual as well as asexual. Asexual reproduction occurs by budding process or by special cell masses called gamules. Sexual reproduction occurs by formation of ova and spermatozoa. The sperm leaves one sponge and enter another with water current and fertilize ova. Now, examples of Porifera are Euplacelia, Sycon, Euspongia and Spongilla. Coelenterata or Cnidaria. This is another phylum of kingdom Animalia. Here all are aquatic, both freshwater and marine. They may be solitary, that is individually living, for example hydra and jellyfish, or they may live together forming a colony, so colonial, example corals. They are all multicellular and the body is made up of two layers of cells, that is they are diploblastic in nature. They have tissue level of organization unlike the poriferans. They lack organs and organ system. Usually radially symmetrical in nature, and the body has single cavity. It has single opening called mouth and no anus is present. The mouth serves both for taking food and throwing waste, and they generally bear tentacles. Example, jellyfish, you can see the tentacles are hanging from the head region. Coelenterata or Cnidaria. They have special stinging cells called cnidoblast. They help in offense and defense purpose. These cells may produce long thread-like tubes to capture prey or to inject toxin into prey. Reproduction takes place through sexual as well as asexual in this phylum. Fertilization may be internal or external. They have soft body, and the soft body may be supported by a calcareous skeleton made up of lime. In corals, they have hard skeleton. Examples of Coelenterata are Hydra, Obelia, that is sea fur, Adamsia, that is sea anemone, and Aurelia, that is jellyfish. Platyhelminthes. This is another phylum of kingdom Animalia. This include flatworms. So the body is bilaterally symmetrical and dorso-ventrically flattened. Dorso-ventrically flattened means soft and leaf-like or ribbon-like in structure. They do not have a true coelom and there is no segmentation present in the body. Mostly these organisms are mostly parasites, and when they are parasitic form, They attach to host by a specialized structure called suckers and hooks. Now, they are the first animals to be triploblastic, and Platyhelminthes is the first phylum bearing the organism with triploblastic, that is, 3 germ layers are present in these organisms. They do not have a body cavity. However, some organ development may be observed. They are mostly hermaphrodite, that is bisexual, and both male and female sex organs are present in same organism. Excretion takes place through specialized cells called flame cells, also known as protonephridia. These leads into tubules that open out by one or more excretory pores and thereby excrete substances. Also known as Aschelhelminthes, that is, Ascus means bladder, helminthes means worm. They are cylindrical or flattened in nature, bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and they have unsegmented body. They are pseudo-coelomate, that is, no true coelom is there. There is a tissue, but no real organs are present. Straight one-way alimentary canal and both mouth and anus is present, as you can see in the image alongside. Nematoda, that is Aschelminthes, sexes are separate, that is, they are unisexual, mostly parasitic. For example, Ascaris, they are intestinal roundworms. Entropium, that is pinworm. Wuchereria, that is filarial worm, it causes disease called elephantiasis. Alongside is the image of a nematoda. Annelida, another phylum of kingdom Animalia. They have a segmented body, so they are called segmented worms. Body is soft, elongated, bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic. Found in fresh water, marine water as well as on land. They are cylindrical in structure as in earthworm or dorsoventrally flattened as in leech. The body is divided into segments. These segments are called metamers, and body bears lateral locomotory appendages in the form of segmentally arranged parapodia or chitinous setae. True coelom present, true organs are actually packaged in body structure. They have extensive organ differentiation and complete alimentary canal is present, that is, both mouth and anus is present. Excretory system of Annelida consists of coiled tubules. These tubules are called metanephridia. Metanephridia removes waste from coelom and blood stream directly to outside. Excretory product is mainly urea and ammonia. And special feature is that it has a closed circulatory system. That is, they have arteries, veins and capillaries. The nervous system is present but not well developed, and in this cases sexual reproduction occur. Sexes may be unisexual or bisexual. Examples are Nereis, that is sandworm, Aphrodite, that is sea mouse, Pheretima, that is earthworm, and Hirudinaria, that is cattle leech. Alongside you can see the proper segmented body of an earthworm. The segments are visible, and these parapodia which can easily be visible, that is for the locomotion. The largest species is present in the phylum Arthropoda. It has about 900,000 species. They are found everywhere from land, soil, freshwater, marine to parasites. The body is bilaterally symmetrical and the body is triploblastic, that is, 3 germ layers are present. Unlike Annelida, they have open circulatory system. That is, their body do not have artery, veins and capillaries. The body cavity is filled with blood, and that is why such organisms, they have their coelom is called hemocoel. The body is segmented and the segments are grouped in two regions: cephalothorax, that is head and thorax together, and abdomen region. So body is divided into two segments, that is cephalothorax and abdomen. They have distinct head and they have jointed leg, and that is why they are called arthropoda. So presence of a jointed leg is an important feature of arthropoda, and we can say it is an identifying feature of arthropoda, and we can see figured alongside the cockroach with jointed legs. Now arthropoda have an exoskeleton present, and this exoskeleton is made up of chitin. They undergo process of molting, that is, they change their exoskeleton periodically. That is why they undergo the process of molting. The body cavity, as I said, is filled with blood, that is called hemocoel. The digestive system is complete, that is, it has mouth and anus. Respiration takes place by a special structure called gills, trachea or book lungs. Sexes are separate. Examples of arthropoda phylum are cockroach, that is Periplaneta, prawns, Palemon, scorpion, Palaemarius, spider, Arania, housefly, musca, and Scolopendra, that is centipede. Next phylum, that is Mollusca. It is again triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical. The body is soft and unsegmented without external appendages. Coelomic cavity is reduced and they have open circulatory system, that is no artery, veins and capillaries. They have complete alimentary canal with mouth and anus. Respiration usually take place by gills. This is known as Ctendia. Sexes are separate. They have muscular foot for locomotion. In most cases, calcareous shell is secreted by body that covers the body. Examples are chiton, octopus, pila and unio, as you can see the image alongside. Echinodermata, another phylum which is having a spiny skinned animals. Echinos means spines and derma means skin. These are free living marine animals. They are triploblastic and have a coelomic cavity. Their body is unsegmented and they have radial symmetry. The body is covered by endoskeleton of calcareous spines. They lack head and they have true coelom. Peculiar 2 feet are developed for locomotion, as you can see in the figure alongside. Sexes are separate. Examples of Echinodermata phylum are Antedon, that is feather star, Holothurian, that is sea cucumber, Ichnus, sea urchin, and Asterias, that is starfish. Chordata. This phylum is the most advanced phylum in Animalia kingdom. The body is bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, have true coelom. Dorso-hollow nerve cord develops in embryo. This is an important feature of chordata. Notochord runs at the back of the animals, separating the nervous tissue from the gut. Gill slits are present at some stage of life, and a tail is present behind the cloacal or anal opening at some stage of life. It is reduced or absent in the adult of some animals. So just to summarize the classification of Animalia, we have cellular level of organization, porifera, true tissue level of organization. Now tissue level of organization, no body cavity between epidermis and gastrodermis, coelenterata and platyhelminthes, pseudocoelom, that is nematoda, true coelom, and mesodermal cells form a single cell during the growth of the embryo, and coelom formed from the pouches pinched off from the endoderm. Now, mesodermal cells form a single cell during the growth of the embryo, annelids, mollusca and arthropoda, and coelom formed from the pouches pinched off from the endoderm, that is with no notochord Echinodermata and with notochord Chordata. So that's all for this session. In the next section, we will be studying about the different classes of Chordata. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.